Mrs. Pecora's Penguins. For the book today, we're going to read Grandma Joins the All Blacks. And this is a book by Helen McKinley, and it's from New Zealand, where Will and Cole's dad is from. And the All Blacks are their national rugby team. So this is a story about a granny and the rugby team. All right, let's sit it down. Grandma joins the All Blacks. On Monday morning, Grandma woke up at 6 o'clock. She put in her false teeth, dusted her wrinkles with her big feather duster, and dressed in her granny clothes. She said, I think I'll make marmalade. Meow, said Scratch. Grandma waved the wooden spoon. Tee, she tooted, I'm going to be a good granny today. On Tuesday morning, Grandma woke up at 7 o'clock. She put in her teeth, pulled on her tracksuit, and dusted her wrinkles. Woohoo, she sang. Today I'm going to watch the All Blacks. She jumped out. She jumped on her skateboard and set off. At the stadium, she sat in the front row and took out her knitting. Knit one, purl one, knit one, purl one, knit one. The scarf grew and grew, but the rugby field was empty. I think I'll investigate, said Grandma. There was a loud noise in the changing room. Boo, it went. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo. And there were the All Blacks, blubbing and wiping their noses on their sleeves. What's the matter, boys? Asked Grandma. We don't want to play today, Gran. Don't be silly. There's a test match on Saturday. You have to practice. We're tired of practice, they sobbed. She hummed. You need some of my marmalade. She took out a jar out of her handbag and gave them each a teaspoonful. They perked up straight away and jogged out to the field. Grandma trotted behind, waving her rugby scarf. Hooray for the All Blacks, she cried. When they had finished, she made them a cup of tea. Well done, boys, she said. I'll be off now. Bye, Gran, waved the All Blacks. Thanks for the marmalade. Grandma did a wheelie in the car park and whizzed home for lunch. On Wednesday morning, Grandma woke up at 8 o'clock. She dusted her wrinkles and put in her teeth. I think I'll plant vegetables today, she said. The phone rang. It was the All Blacks coach. Good morning, Gran. The team won't get out of bed. What shall I do? Aha, said Grandma. They need a break. I'll take them rafting. Can I come? Said the coach. Of course, said Grandma. Just give me a half an hour in the garden. She put on her wetsuit and flippers and went to plant cabbages. When the All Blacks arrived, she flip-flopped onto the bus. Let's go ride the rapids, boys. That night, Grandma fell asleep in her chair. She was still wearing her wetsuit. On Tuesday morning, Grandma woke up at 9 o'clock. There was a knock on the bedroom window. It was the All Blacks. She put in her teeth quickly. Come in, she called. They climbed in one by one. Good morning, Gran. We brought you breakfast in bed. Bagels and bacon.
No pony.
It's okay, we'll get pony. Said Grandma. She patted the quilt. Sit down, boys. Where are we going today, Gran? They asked. I haven't dusted my wrinkles yet, but how about the circus? We could ride the dodgems and have a spot of tightrope walking. Yippee, cheered the All Blacks. Shh. We'll do the dishes while you get dressed. Oh, you are kind, said Grandma. She dusted her wrinkles and put on her circus outfit. When the last All Black left off the tightrope, Grandma clapped her hands. I'm hungry. Let's get fish and chips. Right, said the coach, my treat. Everyone rubbed their tummies. Yum, they said. Grandma drove the bus home that night. On Friday morning, Grandma woke up at 10 o'clock. She hummed to herself in the shower as she scrubbed her wrinkles and rinsed her teeth. A text message tinkled on her mobile. Hi, Gran. We've got the practice. Hope you can make it. Gran texted back, on my way. She put on her shirt and shorts, popped an extra jar of marmalade in her handbag, and hopped on her scooter. She was just in time to join the haka. That night, she had early dinner and sat down to finish her rugby scarf. On Saturday, Grandma woke up at 11 o'clock. She dusted her wrinkles, put in her teeth, and made a pot of tea. Bebop-a-doo-dop, she danced. I'm going to watch the test match. She put on her best dress and the hat with the red roses on and rang a taxi. The coach met her at the stadium gate. Thank goodness you're here, Gran. The captain's gone home with chicken pox. The All Blacks were very glum. Come along now, boys, said Gran. A tablespoon of marmalade and you'll be just fine. They perked up marvelously. Grand for captain, grand for captain, they shouted. I'll need a uniform, said Grandma. Come with me, said the coach. Grandma put on her all-black clothes and straightened her hat. Then she slipped her teeth into her handbag in case they fell out of the scrum and led the team onto the field. Grandma scored the first try. She grabbed the ball and ran and ran and ran. She was home late last night and there was a big party. On Sunday morning, Grandma woke up at 12 o'clock. She dusted her wrinkles, put in her teeth, and went to the spa pool. When she got home, there was a queue of reporters at her door. They asked her lots of questions. All in a day's work, said Grandma. On Monday morning, Grandma woke up at 6 o'clock. She put in her teeth, dusted her wrinkles, and went downstairs for breakfast. Not one jar of marmalade left. She picked up the phone. Good morning, is that the All Blacks? Captain Gran here. I need you to come and help me make marmalade. And they made marmalade, and they did, and they ate it all, and they were a happy team.
And me!
And